Good morning. It's 11:30 here in Inverness, and hope everyone's having a good day here. I'm just getting ready. I will be presenting on the SFA UEFA A license in about an hour or so. So I'm going to be looking at developing high performance teams on that. So and I've put a little post up asking for any questions that you would like. And I think Paul initially there put a great question of what is high performance. And when we're talking about high performance, I suppose we're talking about it can be many different things, can't it? And that's the problem with using language like that. It's sometimes it's just kind of branding and marketing, isn't it? Welcome to our high performance academy. To differentiate your coaching school or your club from something else. The other word that gets used a lot is elite, isn't it? Welcome to our elite academy. So why we would frame something as elite is, it appeals to the ego, how people see themselves. So join our academy and you're a little bit better than someone that's at the basic academy. Whether that's true or not is a different question at all. So, but what are we talking about when we're talking about high performance? Certainly in the areas I work in, and I work in a lot, which would be competitive professional clubs, professional sport as well. So that would be high performance. So what are we talking about high performance? We're talking about in terms of performance, there's a competitive element, and that might be slightly different to areas that you're working in. Maybe it's just skill development or grassroots, although you may have a competitive element. Probably the main thing is enjoyment, having fun and learning, and that's really cool. I think that's the essence of the sport we love, having fun and enjoying it and being enthusiastic. And so there's an element of competition in it, and the high bit is, that would say that it's higher. So if we break words down, you would say that's higher than your basic performance, so being able to do something well. When we're talking about high performance, you're striving for excellence. Whatever that may be, at the level you're at, you could be high performance. So you could be very high performance at an amateur level. You could be high performance at a youth level. You could be high performance in a pro level. But if we take them together, and what is high performance, what I'd suggest you about one of the distinctions about high performance is being able to replicate excellence. So high performance for me has a really strong element of being able to replicate excellence. So not just being able to have your team to play how you want them to play and repeat the fundamentals over and over again at a very high level under pressure. So there's a level of pressure in that high performance. So your skill holds up under pressure, but being able to replicate that excellent performance over and over again in different scenarios, playing against different teams. And that's what makes really top clubs and top teams excellent, isn't it? It's been able to repeat it over and over again. In the UK, the classic would be Manchester United over the last generation, and the generation before that Liverpool in England, and then coming Chelsea had a period as well. But when you're thinking of high performance, all Sir Alex Ferguson's teams would show that, Aberdeen and on to Manchester United. And you would use Sir Alex, isn't it, as a high performance, an exemplar of a high performance coach, someone that's been able to replicate excellence at different clubs. Mourinho has been able to do it, not to the same extent recently as he has in the past, but you would have to say one of the most successful managers of all time. Now Guardiola, been able to replicate it at different clubs. and Klopp as well at Liverpool. So great examples of high performance managers and coaches and clubs. Now, if you go to the other end of the table, what we have now, and I'm talking about high performance teams, we're starting on high performance coaches really. You know, you've got Sam Allardyce, who would be a great example, and he says it himself, as someone who's made a strong reputation on looking to help clubs out of sticky situations and being able to replicate that as well. You know, and he's currently trying to do that at West Brom. So high performance, I would suggest to you, has a strong element of being able to replicate excellence, right? And that's the big difference, I would suggest to you. So managers, coaches, teams know what they're doing to be successful, and they can replicate it over and over again, often in changing circumstances. So I hope everyone has a good day. I'm off to put the finishing touches and get a bite to eat and a cup of coffee before I do my session on the SFA UEFA A license. And I also do the B. We did the B license last week, so it's pulling through from that. I think there'll be quite a few people that were on the B, maybe on the air. I think they'll have to have a space, or who would have done the B last year. So for anyone that's interested in really taking the coaching seriously and looking to make it as a profession, these UEFA licenses are extremely good. I've delivered on them for near 17 years now, across from the children's license right the way up to I deliver on the pro license here in Scotland. So if you can and get the opportunity, get on these licenses, get your education, take it seriously, make it a study. Look for you to be a high performance coach. Have a great day, folks.